welcome once again to Love and Relationship Talk Show. It is still your love guru on air, Chijuke Nelson. Oh yeah, please always know that we always come with good contents, rich contents that will edify your spirit. And of course, each time I come here, I come with great minds that will help me demystify and break into pieces the topic of discourse. Today is not an exception. I have, good people wey go. I don't know. I no wan speak English. Make dem not begin dey hold me say this guy too dey speak grammar. By my far left, I have Mr. James Enamudu. He's from Nile University and a lecturer. James, say hi to our listeners.
Hi, it's good to be on this show.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, my immediate left, of course, this one has always been my partner in crime. His name is Mr. Solomon Akannam from ICANN, Abuja. Mr. Solomon, say hi to our listeners.
Hello, viewers. Nice to be here.
All right, and then by my immediate right is Miss Mercy Timothy. She's a social analyst. Miss Mercy, say hi to our listeners.
Hi to my fellow viewers.
Okay, you're welcome once again. Welcome on board. Today we are going to talk about a thought-provoking topic, and it's on indecent dressing in the family and society at large. The question now is, what is indecent dressing? Because right now it has become a hydra-headed monster that is about to swallow us in our society. Now, what is indecent dressing? Who are those to blame? What are the factors that pave way for such? How can it be curbed? And that is why I have these great minds to help me navigate through the topic and then, of course, reach a conclusive decision that will help us to, make our society a functional one. All right, let me begin with you, Mr. James. What is indecent dressing in layman's terms?
Thank you very much. The subject of discourse today, indecent dressing. Indecent dressing as a concept can be seen to be subjective in nature, meaning that it is dependent on how you see it or perceive it to be. However, in a layman's term for us to understand it, indecent dressing is when you dress in a way that doesn't conform with the moral standard of the particular society you find yourself. Now, in every society we find ourselves, there is a kind of standard in which we are expected to pattern our dressing towards. Now, once you go against that standard, then you will be tagged as being indecently dressed. Now, in Nigeria, let's come home. Nigeria is our immediate society. Across culture, across ethnicity, there are ways which is expected of us to dress such that we are being appreciated in the society. However, the moment you go against that way, against that norm, then you have been indecently dressed in that society. The same way in a professional setting, there are ways expected of you to dress, defined standard expected of you. Once you go against that way and pattern, you have been indecently dressed. The same thing is applicable to our schools. There is a particular uniform expected of you, how you are to dress, talk in, who do this. Once you go against that, you have been indecently dressed.
Okay, so now thank you for helping us to understand the basics of this uh, discussion. And like coming to you, Mr. Solomon, where does it start? I mean, who is to blame for indecent dressing? Who are we to blame?
All right. Thank you very much. This indecent dressing, this canker worm that eating up the fabrics of this society. Now, a lot of people need to be overblamed. Okay, a lot. Okay, but basically, let's go to home. home, okay, family is where everybody, every soul come from a family. Okay, so now parents are the number one person I'm going to call out here. That is them because parents, it is the way we handle these children, our children, from from beginning that will determine. They say train a child the way they go. That's how when they grow, he will not depart from it, right?
Proverbs 22.
Now you have to train them. You have to leave them, train them from childhood, from kids. Buy things, dress them decently, dress them decently, modestly. Okay. Now, not looking at okay because he is still a child. What does he know? What does he have? Dress that child. Let that child grow up with that dressing, and then be in control. Parents are not in control of their children, and it's actually a problem to society because this kind of thing. Some people, some guys will pierce ear in their family house. They stay in the parents' house, and where you, I don't. Parents are, I think, I would like to say, they are the ones who need to be blamed because they are not helping matters here. They need to help these children, give their family, have a family kind of values. Don't go against this. Don't go against this. Don't go against this. Even though some children, peer pressure will also is another one that will peers will also be blamed also. But but there's a way you make your child know that this is wrong. Even when you go out, even when you feel, just say, if I cannot try this, or my parents, my dad or my mom will finish me. That this is it. You, when you are doing, when you put in those something in them, even when they are far from home, they know that I cannot do like this. So what will my parents think? So once they have these family values, and then they know, yes, you restrict how you bring them up, the kind of hairstyle you barb them. It starts from there. How you buy, the girl from childhood, how to wear skirts, the basic, even though they more of child's wear now are trousers and all those kind of for both genders. But please let them know that there's something called skirt, blouse, gown, how they wear it. You know, they will grow up knowing, wearing some of those things and having some. Treat them, follow up on them, and when they grow, they will not depart. They can easily be corrected. But when you leave them, and when you even have the matter, they will come. Some of them, I remember the first time I barbed Afro. The beating I received is not so.
Wasn't fun.
I'm telling you, till today. Okay.
Okay.
So those are the parents, and then we friends pressure. Then the people who was celebrities are not come. We should also, because it can be they're also there to, that people, these children imitate, these young youths imitate them. But then if they imitate them and they already have a proper upbringing, I think they will not get that bad.
Okay. All right. So the only lady amongst men. What's your take on this indecent dressing? Where is it found most? Is it the male gender or the female gender?
Okay, well, I don't want to be biased. It's for
Okay.
my gender too.
Okay, from your gender, all right.
But also from the other gender, they also dress indecent.
Okay.
But mostly in the society is us.
Okay.
And some ladies will tell you their reasons. Because some of them from home they started it, but when they grow up like they're adults now, most of them from like their relationship problems. Like a guy, you can see a guy telling you that I don't like you, like dress like mommy Jew. I don't like you. All this stuff. So,
Of course.
No, this one got me very well. Okay. All right.
so the girl like I want to make my guy happy. I want him to like me. So he said I like dressing like mommy Jew. Then she would not follow her friends
Okay.
that dress very well, like her hair, not like mommy Jew that she's dressing. So from there, she will not learn from her and start dressing anyhow to entice the guy. And which sometimes the guy might not lose, he will not like her again because and he's the one that tell her to go and dress like that. After dressing like that, you not say, I'm not interested anymore. Sometimes it give them heart attack, heartbroken. Some of them that say, I don't want to dress well again. I'll dress anyhow I want to dress. And you see most of them running, walking around the streets, half naked, wearing short things, not putting on bra, shaking to entice different men so that they will get different attentions from everywhere.
Okay. So now coming back to you, Mr. James. She brought some things there that most times females, because when you watch most of these music, you find out that the owners of the music, the male folks, they will dress properly. Even the female ones that own the music, you see them dress properly. But their dancers are something else. They will dress so inappropriately that you begin to ask yourself, is it when you dress like this that you begin to attract, likes or so many of those things? Now the question is it a matter of the parents not doing enough, or that the children do not have the mindset of their own, or the Gen Zs? Because I know the years say we don't get Gen Zs, apart from technosphere generation that I used to do. So, or the Gen Zs are forming out their own way and pattern of living, or they are setting their own standards as regards to how they will dress and what they will term decent and indecent in terms of dress.
Okay, thank you. So, if we are to look at the cause, who is to blame? If it is the parents, and there are different spheres and different sector or different people we can blame for the causes of indecent dressing. However, there is a saying that charity begins at home.
Of course.
Now, if we start listing the causes of indecent dressing, we'll talk about parental guidance. We'll talk about social influence. We'll talk about peer pressure. We'll talk about self-esteem issue. We could talk about influence of celebrity in the society and the likes. First of all this, if a child has a very good parental guidance, he should be able to a certain extent withstand the others. Now, for example, when we talk about low self-esteem, some kids believe that if they don't do the way the others are doing, they won't be listened to out there. Like they believe they can't talk, they are nobody. They look down on themselves. So they tend to dress indecently for people to attract them. I remember I have a friend who started going to the gym because he felt that he was so slim, nobody attributed himself to him and everything. Then someone told him that once you start carrying iron, you would be noticed. Until date, the guy still flaunts his muscles, flaunts his part on that. And that is what gave him confidence to be able to speak outside. But I feel this esteem issue can be traced down to how the child was brought up, how the parent made the guy or the lady believe that you are wonderfully and perfectly made. You are unique in your own self. Don't let another person give you a definition of who you are. Now, once the parents have been able to create that kind of psychological aura to the children, he believes in himself. You can't come and tell him this is what is expected. He question, why do you think yours is right and mine isn't right? He wouldn't follow the bandwagon effects. Secondly, we talk about the social media and technology advancement. Yes, technology is very good. We should be exposed to technology. But the problem and the mistake most people make from home is that before exposing your kids to technology, did you teach them the basic skills on how to cope with the technology pressure? Like now, Mark Zuckerberg, I read an article not quite long ago. Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of, no, not Mark Zuckerberg, this guy, Microsoft, the owner of Microsoft, Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, yeah.
Bill Gates was speaking on the age he feels his children should own a device.
Yes, I think
And he said his children should own a device, I think, at the age of 12. That it is until children gets to the age of 12 before he exposes them to device. Because before then, they must have learned basic life skills. How to socially interact with your immediate colleague, understanding the expected value and norms within that your immediate society. How to interact with your parents, your uncles, your aunts before you're exposed to the social media. But now, today, we now have a social village whereby people don't interact with their immediate brothers. Even you see siblings don't talk to each other. But they have friends in the US, friends in UK on social media. Now, they copy the lifestyle of that person. They want to impress the person. a guy on the social media wants to show the lady there that, oh, this is how, he start posting indecent things on the social media. The lady also wants to impress the guy from the other part, start posting different things on the social media. So all these causes of indecent dressing can still be tracked back to the home. If the primary aim of parenting has been done, the others will be little or minimal. Yes, we also need the government policy, professional organization standards, and ethics, because they said where there is no law, there are no crime.
Right.
But when you put a standard to checkmate you, there is a saying that what we do constantly for 21 days gradually becomes an habit. Like me, talking from myself, my example, in my former organization where I used to work in a law firm before, where in that organization, there is a standard way expected of us to dress. You have to put on your tie, your long sleeve, you dress smart. Now, I've left that place for a while now. I'm now in the academic setting, whereby the mode of dressing, we are a bit liberal, corporate casual, you can dress a little bit liberal. However, I still find it sometimes difficult to just dress down.
Yeah.
I tend to dress smart always. So if this a professional organization can set up standards and ethics guiding the way we dress, it gradually becomes an habit in the society such that people in that society can follow.
Okay. So, Mr. Kanam, yeah, of course, what he's actually talking about is Proverbs 22. Teach a child the way he should go, so that whenever he grows up, he will never depart from it. All right. So now the question is, how do we tame the snakes? What should we do? Yes. Within a minute or two.
Okay, I think to cope with this thing or to address this issue, this challenge, I think we should look at what we should the parents, the parents should be able to take responsibility, do their work, okay, bring up their children well, set a standard, set values. Let there be these values start from family before societal values. They have family values. Have your values at home. You know, set standard about how you do some things, how you dress. Okay, so I cannot you can't pierce your. I mean, how can you family can say that you cannot pierce your ear as a guy and come back home. It's left for you and the father to know whether you disown you or not or not.
Because there cannot
Because
be
this
two
is
captains.
yes. So this parents should be you have to be firm, firm and follow up in this regard.
Mm.
You know, so family have to play a crucial part in actually covering this thing. When they are when the children coming from the home, you tell them if you dress like this, you can don't leave my house. Be strict with it. Mothers follow same, fathers follow same. You see that a child can never dress without wearing bra and leave the house, and the mother will be looking, and the father will be looking. So we have to do our work. Society should also know what to celebrate. Please, once you know what to celebrate, our social media influencers are actually all those people, the celebrities. They should be held responsible. They should be, those ones. They should know what to do. They
Censor
should,
their
yes.
dressing and how
You
they
see,
behave.
look at the fashion industry. They promote revealing clothes. Now, some people will not be given award during award ceremonies, best dressed. Now, best dressed in what actually? So, you
I think
understand?
you said something. Best revealing.
It's
Yes,
best
best
revealing.
revealing. You see, best dressed. So these are some things we should also look at. Parents should actually look at this. These are so those social media influencers they wear anyhow, come out because of likes and all those things.
Okay.
And you look at so these are if we start addressing some of these issues, societies, churches, they cannot dress like this and enter the church. Some offices will put it, you don't dress like this and enter the offices. Schools will put boundary on how you dress. Your dress should not be above knee level. You see, when some of these things are put in place, lecturers will put in their own. You don't dress indecently and enter my class. Okay, nobody. If you do this, they may hate you, but then you are setting standards. You are correcting something from your own end. So everybody have to put hands. All hands need to be on deck. to address this issue. Personally, you cannot dress indecently and enter my office or something I have to do.
Okay.
So these are some things we.
Okay. Well, Miss Mercy, what's your parting word? Just within 30 seconds. So, what's your advice to the youngsters out there?
Okay, my advice to the youngsters out there, and also to myself too,
Yeah.
is that we should try to emulate good character, like to know how to dress properly. Whether you're going to the church, going to party, because we have party clothes, we have
Every occasion
occasional
has its own
clothes.
dresses. Yes.
So going to church, we have our own clothes. But nowadays, you see a lady wearing clothes for party, meant for party, dinner party gowns,
Mm,
wearing it to church. You see a lady putting on leg chain to church, and which is not proper. So we should try our possible best to be able to dress properly,
mm.
and so that the way we dress, that the way people address us.
Address
So
us.
we just try and do our best in the way we dress.
Of course, all hands must be on deck towards making sure that we have a sane society through our dressing, through our actions and inactions, of course. Um, it's already, unfortunately, you see, even in the pageantry, you see, even when bikinis, so many things we copy wrongly, and even when the norms are not suitable with our own culture here, we want to copy it, but be careful what you copy. Be careful what you join as trending or as bandwagon that is going on in the society. I'm not saying everybody wants to be creator. Everybody wants to have his or her accounts to be monetized, but be very careful whenever you are doing such. So there is this idol I adore. Personally, she's my idol, and that is Messi Chinwe. No matter what, you see her properly dressed, even in her occasions, in her performances, with her, of course, her normal signature, which is her beret. She dresses properly, and these are the type of persons that we should be emulating from time to time. Thank you very much, Mr. James,
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mr. Solomon, and Miss Mercy. It's nice having you people and having helping us to demystify this topic. Please always share, like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to bring more rich contents to you that will edify your spirit and make us have a functional and fruitful society. Please, until next time, always dress modestly and properly and keep changing people by your lovely advice. Stay tuned and have a nice time.